Hello, I'm going to talk about a repair I had to do. So this valve here is a typical washer uh, valve, right? So on this side on the left here is the hot water, the right side is the cold water. I was trying to change the washer, which I thought would be a very simple job, but it turned out to be much more complicated. The hose that's attached to the valves here, um, are very old. Getting the cold water out was pretty quick and easy, no issues there. But getting the hot water here, as you can see here, a lot of corrosion on the hot water side. Um, so we couldn't get it out, and I was worried about trying to put too much pressure, trying to put out and impacting the pipe here, breaking the pipe. So I sprayed some WD-40 on it, did not work. I, you know, kept spraying more WD-40, waiting a few minutes, 10 to 15, 20 minutes, and it would not budge. And then I used a vice grip to hold the hose here, and using a hammer, hit the vice grip, and eventually it did come off. But then as it came off, I noticed that the water was gushing out of the hot water here, and I realized that the stop valve thread was so corroded that I stuck to the hose. The whole thing came out. So I had to eventually uh, go to the main water in the basement, shut off the water, and then realize that I had to really replace this whole old one and put a new one. So uh, I had a couple of options, but what I did was end up getting a sharkbite bit. Let me show you. The reason for that was that the pipe here was very tight, and I didn't want to have to solder or anything, and just the wall is too close. So what I ended up getting is this sharkbite here. It's a 1/2 inch by 3/4 inch brass push to connect. So essentially, the bottom here connects to the copper pipe, and then this thread here, it's I guess the male in thread that you can connect the hose to. So to get this out, I had to use a hacksaw manually to do it. I didn't want to use anything too much vibration, so I had to manually cut the pipe here on the left, on the hot water side and cold water side, and then deburr it. And then there's also when whoever did this in the past had some solder that stuck to that, so I had to heat the pipe a little bit to remove the solder that was stuck to the pipe. So once I did that, I used the shock bite, put it in, and I was able to, replace my hose. So it kind of looks like this too. So I'll show you what mine looks like. So this is the old one. Unfortunately, I did not have a picture of the part when I cut the old valves. So this is what it looks like. Put some screws here to secure it, and this is shock bite. I did have a shock bite depth gauge because when I initially put it in, I pushed it in, but definitely was not pushed in hard enough. Luckily, I used the depth gauge to mark it, so I know exactly how far I should push it in. Because you don't want to push it in too hard. You don't push it in deep enough, then this thing can come off. Right? So then I replaced it. It took some time. So here's another view of it, and here it is. The new shock bite bit. Uh, you know, with the hose. The reason I use shock bite is that it's outside, it's not in the wall, so if there's a leak, I can see it. So it's not. It's a quick repair. I was thinking about doing PEX, but then I had to solder, so I just decided to use this. So it's much easier. And then with this thing here, the shock bite, I had the quarter turn valve, so if I need to shut this off, I can just turn it off. So a quick, uh, a washing machine change turned into a several hour job because the valve that here was so old. But you can do this to yourself. So if you want, you can use this piece here, this shock bite piece. Let me see if you're interested, item number is, let's see what the item number here, this is the number here, so you can look at it here. It's 25560LF. And then you can also get some other ones, but this is more economical. I could gotten something like this, but there's no need. That means that I had to get this. It costs more, and also I had to put this container inside the wall. It's too much work. It's also kind of like a push pin thing too. See, or you can have something. This is way too expensive. So the sharkbite was most economical. Even this thing here is like $50. So the sharkbite was very economical and quick fix, right? And like all these are so expensive. So the sharkbite, two of these are like something like about $23 total. So if you have similar situation, you can do this too. Hopefully this video is helpful